The milling of the coarse homespun cloth, as in the old days, is repeated even today on occasion when friends gather for an old-time milling frolic to the lilt of Gaelic songs.
Hello, Kimada Hashif. Is Misha Connell nach Richard I Cawastad Rewan I Crunel I Awastad Walkin Beck. I'm Connell McKinnon, agus Sanju, Hami Cawastan Gaelic, Hami Dawa Hekish Gave Root Beckman, Orain Wuwai. I'm at the Gaelic College today and I'm teaching you guys a little bit about the milling tradition and milling songs here in Cape Breton. I'm seated here at Gumboort Wuwag at the milling table and I have my blanket in front of me. And a milling frolic is a form of communal labor, and it's the last step in the process of making our blankets and our clothing for the year. So traditionally, we would be milling at the end of harvest season, and it's quite a laborious process. So instead of undertaking that as a family or one person, we get everyone together and make a community go of it. The milling tradition is not only a task of labor, but it was kind of a ceilidh and a get-together and a party. Everyone had taken in their crops and kind of shutting things down, getting ready for the winter. So it was a good way to have one last blast of fun before the winter sets in. And everyone would bring their cloth that was just off the loom and we'd mill it together around the table. The process of milling, you need to wet the cloth. It's kind of loose when it comes off the loom, and we would sew it into a circle and seated around the table, we pound it wet off the milling board or the milling table, and that felts it and gets the cloth more waterproof and able to be made into blankets and clothing. And we'd make a pretty fun night out of it, and there would be matchmaking, and there might be a drink or two, and a fiddler might be there, and a dancer in the other room. So you'd have your seat at the milling table, and you'd sing a few songs, and you might go into the other room and have a meal. And now that we no longer have to mill, or we're not making our own cloth as much anymore, we continue the tradition, and it's used as a way to share songs and to share language and just an intergenerational transmission in communities. So there's still milling frolics to this day in communities like Johnstown, Christmas Island, different communities around Cape Breton. And it's just a great way to get together at the end of the harvest season and have a bit of fun and have a laugh and share some songs and stories and to meet with elders and just share the language and tradition. Some of these songs share women's perspectives. In the old country, milling was quite often women's work, and when it came to the New World, you start hearing songs about hunting and sailing and things like this when the men started joining in on the milling table. One song I'll give you an example of is Mary Woodach, My Lovely Mary, and it's a song composed by Callum Gillis from Southwest Margaree, and it's a story from the Iona area of a fella that was working closely with a woman from Mabou, and she had to leave to the States, and they were kind of set to be married, but she had to leave, and he kind of went through some betrayal through a friend, and they never ended up getting together, but Callum heard this story and composed a song about it. We'll try that one. I horo mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found. Smuatach me asta yesa hamochria, jairach traum. Nuada hunik me erusu vato natter mur nach loom. Hoerum boys and nuad minchin leto charug, kinchach kion. I horo mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found. Smuatach me asta yesa hamochria, jairach traum. Ni and down a Howie in crewy, cook me girl gutes me och. G'day to you shin moch harstin chum shin gun bin drast the past. Iaro mo very woodach, stulich loom and gachum found. Smuatach me asta yesa hamochria, jairach traum. Sound and Jewish led gon verach, go of malenin goach woam. Skitta haum Boston rioch strika he me usnam huin. Ihoro mo very woodach, stulich loom and gachum found. Smuatach me asta yesa hamochria, jairach traum. Shoak of Pius Beck yen Oren. That was just a small piece of the song, but good example of the milling tradition here in Cape Breton.
For me, Mabou has always been pretty magical. You know, landscape, people, music, a way of life. There really is something special and genuine about this place. Mabou always seems to be ready to give you its heart. Here at Bain Mabou, you have a chance to be part of a movement, drawing on our roots to reimagine our future. Stand out from the crowd, invest in yourself. Live in community, learn in community. Here, you'll find a place that welcomes you, where the wisdom of the culture nourishes you. Honestly, if I try to imagine the perfect place to go to university, this is it. In Mabou, where culture lives.
Hello, Huladunya. Kimina Hashib. Gaeliccollege. How's everybody doing tonight? Would like to welcome you to Gaeliccollege and to our Wednesday night Ceilidh. It's Misha Callan. My name is Colin and I'm your host for tonight. We have some wonderful music ahead with guests Howie MacDonald, Beverly MacLean, and Rose Morrison. To start off, I just wanted to take a brief moment to mention that we recently lost 2 friends and 2 regular viewers of our Wednesday night Gaelies. They were Mabou McCachran and Sally Craig. And we will be thinking of them this evening during tonight's Ceilidh, and our thoughts are with their families as well. So we're going to start off with a Gaelic song, and this is a milling song. We also have in Corsa Boki, our 4-week immersion course happening this month, and our students are here in the audience. So there's lots of Gaelic here in the room. So if anybody's feels so inclined to help me out on the chorus, that would be fantastic. Moxa thatin rain me 80 harin yo haril you oro you ro harin yo haril you yeri me adding this bay harin yo haril you oro you ro harin yo haril you put me a yak am ganadi harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you ach mahur hatu mire harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you sound of angel we rage harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you Late on in this chair, the clay, harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you Got me killer fisk on this horse, harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you Oro you ro harin yo haril you Happily, thank you very much. Just 1 or 2 things to mention. Washrooms, Natalia and Becca can be found at the end of the hall in the foyer. And if you are looking for any refreshments or the best Adan Cork you can find in all the land, the best what is it in English? Oat cakes. Oat cakes you can find. You can visit Barbie at the back of the hall, and she's got lots of refreshments there as well. So we're going to get to some tunes now, and we'll invite Howie MacDonald and Beverly MacLean.
Good evening. My name is Beverly MacLean, and this cute guy at the piano is Howie MacDonald. Better stop there. We might get canceled. We're going to try some tunes in F and a couple of jigs I wrote for Lorraine, Buddy's McMaster's sister, and a jig for her sister Genevieve, which was written by Dan Arr in 1952. And perhaps we'll go to B flat and play Debbie's jig written by Bertie Lee, which would be Flo Sampson's dad. And we'll be testing you on that later. Okay, let's go. Oh, it goes to F. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the one I was going to play at all. You may have just a big fat mistake waiting for us. My sister Marilyn, when she was still in the crib, she'd be 2 years older than me, so I don't think I was around. But anyway, before she could walk, she could hum fiddle tunes in the crib, and tunes that my Uncle Donnie would be playing and my mother. So I sat down last week and I wrote a nice little march. And the funny thing is, we call her Mar, so it's called Mar's March. Real name was Marilyn. But anyway, so I'm going to play Mar's March, and we're going to play a little Strass Bay, old timer. And then I wrote a tune for Beverly called One for Beverly. And Beverly wrote a tune called The Nest. Hilda wrote a tune called The Holland Wedding. And we might end off with Molly Rankin's Rio. See what happens. All right. Quite an agenda there.
Big plans.
Big plans. Thank you. That last one was Molly Rankin's Rio, written by John Morris Rankin, whose birthday was last week, April 28th. He would have been, what, 64? Anyways, maybe we'll try a waltz. In G, Fool Such As I. Pardon me if I'm sentimental. Bev's got 10 after 5. Is that correct? It was correct yesterday, twice. How are we doing for time? One more, two? Okay. Would you like to try one? Okay. Let's try something in B flat. That's your head. Well, it's supposed to be the Highland one. Anyway, thank you very much. Who we got? Okay.
Let's hear it once again for Howie MacDonald and Beverly MacLean. So how's everybody spending their Mias Nan Gael, their Nova Scotia Gaelic month? Is anybody doing anything special? We're here. You're here, that's right. That's great. Yeah, it's been a very special month here for us here at the college with the immersion going on. We have 12 students enrolled in the course, and for the next, we're just about at the halfway point of the 4 weeks, just finishing off the second week, and this is the most English they've heard since they got here. Really, it feels weird to speak English in front of them. So, but I'd like to congratulate them, Mel Verneach, to the students who are committed to this immersion, and you're doing a wonderful job, and we're very happy to have you. So I think I will try a tune on the piano. This is one I composed for my niece, Kate, and I called it, her full name is Catherine Veronica, so it's Catherine Veronica's Waltz, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Pat Believe. And Kate, if you're listening, it's time for bed. It's time to go to bed. Listen to Daddy and Mommy. So we are going to invite another guest and employee here at College Gaelic up for some tunes on the fiddle, and I'm going to join her on piano. So please welcome Rose Morrison.
Here, I'll give you
How's
this
it
one.
going? I'll take that one, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
That one okay?
Yep. Go ahead. I just have you muted there so you can plug in.
There.
There you go.
Back on now. How's everyone doing? Great. Good to see you all in person. It's nice. Yeah, great to play with you, Colin. What will we do?
You decide.
Oh, it's gonna be loud.
That's a little better than that one.
Yeah. We have a really special guest tonight. So the most important people in the music industry are the ones who are learning. So this little fella, Wesley, would love to have him up to the stage here. Wesley MacLean. So Wesley is a student here at College Gaelic. He came here for the March break session, and you were here. Were you here in the summer as well, last summer? And who's your teacher?
Susan.
Susan MacLean. Susan MacLean is his year-round teacher. And I asked him what he's going to play, and he said, I haven't decided yet. So we're going to just make it up on the spot. But I'm going to put this mic on you. And how long have you been playing? How long have you been playing?
1 year.
1 year, okay. Well, we're going to, is this your Gaelic College debut? First time that you've ever played at the Gaelic College? Yeah, it's his first time, so not his last time. All right, I'm going to play into that mic. Give her, bud. What's the name of this one? It'll come to you. Someone will put it in the comments. Go for it. Shinuhain. Good job. That's going to go viral now. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He played in Iona. Was that last summer? Played in Iona, I think.
Was that last summer?
For Highland Village. Highland Village Day. Was that his first musical performance? Yeah. Well, we were lucky to have him. We'll go into Warlocks after this, maybe.
to our guests, our very special guests.
I think Howie's going to sing a song, isn't he?
Do you want to sing a song?
Sure.
This is why I'm not the MC tonight.
Great, Rosie. Listen to that G solo there. Very, very good.
Let's hear it once again for Rose Morrison. And I'm sorry to make you clap again, but we have to. Wesley MacLean. That was great. Keep up the good work, Wesley. You're doing great. Yeah, so I guess we'll try another Gaelic song. This one is kind of a classic, and some refer to it as a Gaelic anthem for Cape Breton. And I've heard it called She Cape Breton, which is just the first line. She Cape Breton cheer mograi. It's Cape Breton, the land that I love, or the land of my heart. The land that I love, I guess. And then another title on it I've seen is Oren do Cape Breton, so a song for Cape Breton. So I know some of you know the chorus to this one, so please join in. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer and cribs and mountain art. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer is all your line er howov. Svana ha me ounce and noun, connie oun and cheer and bound. Sket the ha mo Gaelic gown, lead me round the hearn and clownin'. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheering and cribs and mountain art. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer is all your line er howov. I just smashy half on grain, smelty shane er varden cake, going good cloichry gale, sanet glacier von the kangle. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheering and cribs the mountain art. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer is all your line er howov. Fesker forward alm and yor, Noor a goon a garden yell, count a mara chin the horde, shins glow, hard and bounden. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer and cruise the mountain art. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer is all your line er howov. Hanuring gans a lake I finch, na have asha lochs and cheer, stati me on hamiski, ben a clive is sight your valley. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer and cribs and mountain art. She Cape Breton cheer mograi, cheer is all your line er howov. Tapali, Vegas Tapali, or something. Agus Anish, Kudishan Falch, Air. And now we're going to welcome once again Howie and Beverly back for some more tunes.
Checking. Thanks, Collie. That was great, Rose. Wonderful. We're going to play a little blast of jigs in the key of G. So let's try those on, Beverly. Well, I wrote a march for the Cape Breton Fiddlers Association's 50th anniversary. First one was back in Glendale in 1973, and they're going to be playing it at Kitchen Fest and at the concert this summer here and at Celtic Colours, and I'm going to be playing it right now. It's in the key of A, and we'll try a few tunes to go after it. So it's just called CBFA's 50th anniversary.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, you're fine. You're good, man. Look, it's Elvis. Hi, Elvis.
almost there? No. Oh, no. No. Okay.
I'm gonna get my bow. I guess my bow is too short for her.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Steve, let me stay there.
Don't look. There's a story behind it you want to say?
Let me through it first. like to talk about it before I play it because I like to get through it first. I get a little nervous sometimes. So I wrote that one for my mom and dad. And I called it The Luckiest Kids because that's kind of how my brother and I felt. And, you know, we're very fortunate to have two wonderful parents like my own. And I'm sure there's lots of other people that feel like they're the luckiest kids too. Thank you.
Yeah, do you want to do a finale? I have no idea what time it is or what's going on. 15 minutes? Oh, okay. We'll try a few more tunes here. Let's try, oh yes, Hinton's Lovesick Barmaid, F and all that. It was written by John Morrissey and Jerry back in the 80s. And the one after that's called Buddy McMaster's, I guess just Buddy McMaster's Reel by Jerry. And if we think of anything else, we'll fire that in too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Or do you have a fiddle? Do you have your fiddle? Yeah, it's over. Oh, great. I'll just put it off to the side. That'd be perfect.
And thanks to Mike Kavanaugh. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you to those of you here tonight, those of you at home. It's from the Elton John album, 11/17/17. Thanks, Rose, and, Bev, Mr. MacLean.
Wesley.
Oh, Wesley and Barbie for the these cookies and tea. And we're just going to figure out what we're going to play here.
Yes, and thanks everybody for coming. We do this every Wednesday, and we have yet to list our lineup for next Wednesday. But if you keep an eye on our Facebook page, that should be posted very soon. So please come back if you're in the area, and thanks for everyone watching online. We have one more blast for you. We're welcoming Rose back, and Beverly's going to grab her fiddle, and I'll hop on the piano. So, and a big thanks to all of our musicians for tonight. So, happily.
You just start and follow in, follow along.
Allowed your fiddle there.
That one? Sure. Okay. Just like we practiced.
Sure. Oh, second.
Oh,
Just
sorry,
give me
Mike.
1 second. Let's go with that, way like that. I think this volume is down on it, that's all. There it is. There it is, eh?
Yep.
Thank you very much.